Another video. In this video, this is going to be my origin story. So this is, as you can see by the title, how I ended up running an agency whilst traveling Europe. And I'm going to be talking you through literally from going back like probably 5 years. So a long time ago to where I am now. So to start with, let me make myself smaller and we can jump into it. So first things first. Where did I first start? Well, I first started out as a bit of a gamer. I used to game all of the time. I used to game for probably like 10 hours a day. And that's what led on to my first hustle. So the first hustle was coaching on Fiverr. I used to be pretty good at some of the games that I played. And because of that, I signed up on Fiverr looking to make a quick buck. First gig I got paid $10 to build some sculpture in Minecraft. It was a random thing. But I did it. I got paid and got a love for money. And from there, I went on to doing Rocket League, if anyone knows what that is. It's a video game with cars and football. And I did that, and I got quite a bit of traction. I got a few consistent clients that came on for the coaching, and I coached them for a while. I think I made about $400 to $600 through that. So for me at that time, when I was a teenager, it was a lot of money for me. Didn't have a job, was just doing that. And it was kind of my first realization there is money to be made, right? I was a teenager, still in school, didn't have a job. And it kind of just was like, wow, I can get paid for doing stuff other than, going out, getting a job at a restaurant. And it was there that my love for gaming died. As I started getting paid for it, I didn't want to do it anymore. I stopped playing with my friends because I was being forced to play with my coaching clients. Obviously, they were paying me to do it, but it meant I was more enjoying it for the sake of the money rather than enjoying it for the sake of the actual game. Now, this led on to my next hustle, which was drop shipping. I tried drop shipping and I did organic to start with. I did organic drop shipping and it went decently well. I think I made like £3,000, which again, for me was a lot of money. Margins were horrendously low. Didn't have a business set up or anything like that, just kind of drop shipped. And then after about a year, it was just before, I think I was 16, turning 17 on my birthday month, hit my first 11K month. Literally second day of running ads, tried ads for a few months. Second day of running this certain ad campaign, scaled it to 1K a day. So quite impressive for 16. Problem was, it was during the disease time. So all my suppliers went into lockdown. I was selling this product, sold hundreds of units because it was quite a cheap product, got to 11K in revenue, and then I got to the point where I was speaking to so many suppliers, none of them could ship it out. Big problemo. So I ended up fulfilling the orders myself. I had to actually go in and order in bulk from this one supplier that would do it, take them to my house. I then had problems with the shipping because it would cost too much to ship. I was actually going to lose money. So I had to vacuum seal all of them down. Had like 1,000 orders in total that I had to process because it was like 12 quid per purchase. And I did it. It took a long time. I got a lot of disputes and my ad account got banned because of that. And I was under 18 as well. So I was on TikTok ads to start. And then I tried setting up Facebook ads. And as you'll see in the next slide, I had 8 ad accounts shut down. I tried Google ads, I tried Facebook ads, I tried Instagram ads, basically the same thing. I tried TikTok ads. None of them were accepting me because I do it for a bit. TikTok was fine, but then I got shut down because of fraud, because people kept disputing the payments, because some of them were late. And then Facebook and Instagram and Google, all of them eventually shut me down because I wasn't 18. So when I got to spending, they'd want verification and it just never went through because I wasn't 18. So it was at that point I decided I did not want to do organic again. I didn't want to go down that route. And I realized at that time for me, drop shipping wasn't sustainable. So it was time for a change. Now, I started SMMA, started signing small clients. I previously, even before the gaming stuff, I had a few personal brands just making like funny skits. Some of them were sad skits, just posted here and there. I also grew my dropshipping organic brand to like 60K followers. So I had a bit of social media experience. So I went on Upwork and I just found loads of jobs, just like applied to as many jobs, didn't care what it was, no niche, no specifics, no criterias, just said yes to anything that came my way. And because it's Upwork, I got clients that were like 200 to 400 pounds. I think I got one client that was like £800 a month. It was like an NFT client. And at that time, in the world that I was living in, I just wanted to hit 1 to 2K per month consistently. That was the number for me. I was like, if I can just do that, then I can move out, I can do whatever, and I'll be at a good place. That was the goal at the time. And then I had a big breakthrough. At this point, I hadn't invested in anything. I'd invested in ads and like products and stuff like that, but I hadn't invested in any education. And I invested £500 into my first mentor, which for me at that time, when I wasn't making a lot of money, it was a big deal. It was a lot of money. And he taught me to pick a niche, taught me to charge more, taught me some outreach tactics, a lot of Instagram stuff. And I started building my own strategies with cold DMs on Instagram. He helped me make my first few thousand, helped me scale things up. And that's when I found my niche, I found my target audience, I found my offering. And that's when it didn't snap immediately. I didn't get to the, making a decent amount then, but it did get me to a point where I'd made a few thousand, right? I was at a point where I made my first few thousand. And then after this, I did invest a lot more, invested in a few more mentors. One of them was actually free. My next mentor, I think a few mentors after this, had a free mentor that didn't actually offer mentorship until later on. But I had a free mentor and he helped me get to my first 10K month, which was a few months after I started with him. But that was probably a year after I invested in this first mentor. So it wasn't an overnight thing where I just went through loads of mentors, went through mentors one by one, and I learned different things from each one. Now, what was the actual result? The result is I'm now traveling whilst running a business. This is the stage I'm at now. You can't see actually, but I am currently in Albania, planning on going around a few European countries, coming back for Christmas. This is actually a picture of the view from the balcony. And it's not so much about the money, right? It is about the money, but it's not so much about the money. Like, I'm not claiming to be this mega successful SMA guru. Like, a lot of people are out there saying they got the Lambos and all this, and there are people that do that, but that is not me, right? I don't drive a Lamborghini. I don't drive a $100,000 car. But what my business does do is it makes me enough where I can travel Europe freely. I don't have a boss. I can do what I like, and I can really live on my own terms, right? Where people are in a job and they're tied down and they can't go where they want, they can't work when they want, they can't do what they want. Being at the level that I'm at, you can do that, right? And it doesn't take a huge amount of work. It doesn't take 10 years. It doesn't take a uni degree. It doesn't take any of this. You just need to put in the work. You need to want it. And if you want it, you can very easily get it. Now, what is the mission? What I'm doing now is I am teaching other people exactly what I have learned myself, right? There's not like some crazy system that I've developed. I've developed a system that doesn't really have a name. It's just a system that's consistently landed me clients. It's nothing special. It's just knowing the right strategies, knowing the right tactics, knowing the right copy, knowing the right strategies. And when you know that, it's very easy to sign clients. It's the strategy that I've used literally from my first mentor, which was probably like 2 or 3 years ago now, to where I am now. And it's helped me sign all of the clients that I have signed. And if you want me to teach you the exact system that I have used to book almost every single sales call that I've ever booked for my agency, then you can book a call with me in the link in the description. There'll be a Calendly link, or you can go to my website and book a call, and we can have a chat to see if you're a fit for my one-to-one DM mastery program. I'm not going to be teaching you much more than that. It's just going to be DMs. I'm not going to be saying, this is how you live this amazing lifestyle. This is how you build your agency. If you run an agency and you want to master DMs, that is what I am good at. That is what has taken me from the place where I couldn't sign clients and I was on Upwork fighting for clients that were £200 to £400 to signing clients that pay me $4,000 for a project, right? And unlike a lot of people, I am very confident in my system. I'm so confident that if you do exactly what I say, if you follow the outreach strategies that I give you and you don't make at least 5K with it, you don't pay for the mentorship at all. So this isn't some program that you're joining and you're not going to see results. If you get through, we jump on a call and I feel like you can actually get results, you actually have an agency that I could work with, then you do not pay a single penny unless you make money. It's completely risk-free. So as I said, if you want to hear some more about that, just book a call in. You can either go to my website, see some more details, or just click the Calendly link, book your call, and I will speak to you on that call.